The last one of the question, construct the movement schedule of the PPE for the year ended 31st December 18. So movement schedule of property here. Okay, movement schedule ni dia serupa macam notes on property and equipment. If you have prepared published account before, so just like that. Okay, so untuk soalan ni we have land, we have mana building, we have building, and we have machinery, and we have to show this for the year ended 31st December 18. So ni kita kena tunjuk up to 31st December 18 for the building. Okay, up to 31st December 18. Tak ada transaction untuk building. There is no new transaction during the year. And for machinery, up to 31st December 18. So we have to prepare the movement. Okay, so we will divide the movement. We have land, we have building, and we have machinery. So when we prepare the movement, just like your notes to the account, you have cost up here and you have accumulated depreciation. So you have balance BD, and then the additional item, and then you have balance CD later on. Okay, kita tulis balance BD dulu lah. Okay, we just look at the timeline here. On the day 1st January, balance BD here means at the beginning of the year, which is 1st January 18. So for the land, you have 60 million. That is at the beginning of the year. So you put it here, 60 million. And then you revalue the land, you get a surplus of 5 million. So it will increase the value of your land. So we add into the cost lah, 5 million. Okay, there is no more new transaction. So at the end of the year, your land is 65 million. $65 million. And there is no balance BD. So balance CD is also 0 for land. And the end you get carrying value of 65 million. It's important that you complete your answer up to carrying value. Okay, now we move on to building. Okay, look at building at the beginning of the year. Okay, this is the value of building, 20 million and 2 million. So we put it 2 million here, 2 million pula, 20 million and 2 million for the accumulated depreciation. Okay, that's it. And then next transaction for the building is when you revalue, compare with the fair value, you get a deficit. Okay, for surplus, this is the journal entry for surplus. Because surplus increase the value of your asset, therefore you debit your land. The PPE is land. Increase the value of asset, so we debit asset. And what do we credit? We credit ARR. ARR is in the published account, it will be under the statement of changes in equity. So this is 5 million. So you debit land 5 million, you credit ARR 5 million. So debit land 5 million, so that is why you can see 5 million here. Because you debit, you increase your land. Okay? For deficit, the journal entry is, deficit is where you reduce the value of your asset because it exceeds the fair value. It exceeds the market value, the fair value. So our carrying value cannot exceed the market, yeah. So when it exceeds, you have to reduce. When you reduce your asset, of course you have to credit. So you will credit your apa ni? Oh, ni building kan? So you will credit your building by that figure. And what do you debit? Debit is deficit. It's a loss to the business. So you put it under SOPL by the same amount. So now we are going to transfer this deficit into the movement. So if you look at the journal entry, you credit building, and in fact you should know your carrying value is 18 million. It's more than the fair value, therefore you have to reduce your asset by how much? By 1035. So you will credit your mana building? This one. Okay, so we can slash here surplus or deficit. So the value is 1035. So we will deduct 1035. Bracket means deduct. Okay, so that's done for building. For the revaluation, this revaluation happened on 1 January 18 on this date. Saya tak muat nak tulis kat bawah, saya put it on the right side. So basically this one happened here. Okay, and then remember you have to eliminate. Just now I mentioned every time you revalue your asset, you have to eliminate. So first thing is deficit or surplus. Secondly is eliminate accumulated depreciation.
It's 4 o'clock.
So when you eliminate, by how much it will be? The 2 million here. The previous accumulated depreciation, 2 million. Okay? So what is the journal entry for eliminate? When you eliminate your accumulated depreciation, that means you will reduce your accumulated depreciation. So you will debit accumulated depreciation and you will credit the building. You cannot credit SOPL because it become revenue. Salah lah. So that will be 2 million. So when you debit 2 million, you credit 2 million. That means under the accumulated depreciation you deduct, and under building you also deduct because it reduced. So here we put it as eliminate accumulated depreciation 2 million, and under here is 2 million as well. Ni salah ke ni? This is 20 ke? Oh, 2 million. Betul lah. Okay, nampak tak balance BD ni 2 million. So this is the one that we eliminate. Kenapa ni? Eliminate accumulated. Oh, bodohnya. Okay, so this is eliminate accumulated depreciation. Okay. Alright. What next you need to do for the building? Okay, we have not finished. Kita baru kat sini. Kita masih di sini. Kita revalue, we get deficit, and then we want to eliminate. Now, during the year there is no new building, nothing happened. So you will calculate depreciation for that year. For January 18 up to 31st December 18. So how much is the depreciation after you value your asset? Okay, depreciation after revaluation would be based on the revalued amount. The revalued amount is 16,965. Ni 16,965. And you will divide with the useful life. So given is 45 years. So you bahagikan dengan 45 years. Okay, so you should get 377. That is the current year depreciation for the building. So that goes here, 377. So we call it as a depreciation. Saya tak tahu pen ni kenapa. Okay, that is depreciation. So that's it for the building. So you add up on the cost part, 20 million less 1035, you eliminate the accumulated appreciation. So the balance CD of the building at the end of the year is 16,965,000. Okay, this one you add and you minus the cost part. Now the accumulated depreciation, of course, 2 million minus 2 million, and you have this 377,000. This is the new depreciation after you revalue your asset. So you have that balance CD. Okay, we move on to the machinery. Okay, machinery banyak transaction because you dispose and then bought a new machine. Okay, so you have done the journal entry for the disposal. Okay, for machinery, fair value is not given, so you tak kisahlah. Okay, it's not provided, then you don't do. Okay, so on 1st April 18, you have calculated everything and you have passed the journal entry. So the one that affect your movement is only the cost and the accumulated position. Okay, the accumulated depreciation here and the machine here. Alright, so credit machine, that means you have to less your cost and you have to less your accumulated position because you debit. Okay, so we go here to the schedule. We put in the cost first. Tak sabar 8 million and 4 million here is at the beginning. So we put in 8 million and 4 million. 8 million is the cost and 4 million is the accumulated depreciation. Okay, and then we pass entry for the accumulated position dengan machine ni. Okay, kat sini ni tolak 500. So you less 500 for your machine. This one we call it as disposal. Kan? Macam tak muat dah ni. Disposal is 500,000. 500,000. Okay, you less cost and then you less the accumulated disposal here as well. Tulisan dah jadi tak cantik. Okay, so disposal here is 162, 500. Minus, don't forget the minus, the bracket because you less. Okay, so that's done for the disposal. Bank ni tak effect, gain pun tak effect. Dia pergi tempat lain Okay, next is when you acquire the new machine. Okay, so you have calculated here. I have explained to you the cost is 160,000 and you purchase on credit. So if you were asked what is the journal entry, that will be debit machine and you will credit payable. Okay, 160,000, but this question did not ask, so you don't have to prepare the journal entry. But debit machine here means you have to add your machine kat sini. Oh, ada tak muat dah. Padam sikit. Okay, saya tambah sini addition. Ataupun nak tulis payable ke pun tak apa. So this one is 160,000. Okay. So you get balance CD kat sini. Ish, tak cantiknya. Okay. Tak habis lagi. Remember PPE, you have to depreciate, do not forget. Okay, now. Look at your machinery, macam serabut kan, tengok kat sini. Now you have to calculate depreciation for the current year. Okay? 2018 is current year. But you have to be careful because you dispose your asset, this one, on 1st April. And then you bought a new machine 1st July. And you are calculating it based on the monthly basis. Okay, let me draw a new timeline so that you don't get confused. Only for the machine sebab dia ada banyak transaction. Kenapa macam ni? Okay, so on 1st January 18, okay, cost is 8 million. Okay, we will calculate the depreciation based on this 8 million. Okay, accumulated depreciation saya tulis je lah because it's given in the question. Saya tak tahu pen ni kenapa dia putus-putus. Okay, 4 million. Okay. And then on 1st April you dispose. So when you dispose, saya tunjuk yang relevant sahaja. You dispose yang 500,000 tadi. Cost dia 500,000 kan? Okay. And then on 1st July 18, you bought a new machine. So the cost is 160,000. Okay, you are preparing up to 31st December 18. Okay, so how do you calculate depreciation? So you dispose your asset on 1st April. That means during this period, the value of your asset is 8 million. So kita kira depreciation based on this 8 million. Apa tadi? 10% kan? Monthly basis. So this one you have to times with 10%. Times with how many months here? 1, 2, 3. Up to 3 because this is 1st April. So this is only 3 months. So 3 over 12. So 3 over 12 you get 200,000. Okay, on 1st April you dispose 500. Therefore, during this period you only have, okay, let me padam. Okay, starting on 1st April up to this point, originally it is 8 million. Okay, 8 million, but you dispose 500. That means your existing asset 8 million is minus 500,000. Okay, times with 10%. Times with how many months? From April until December. Okay, you kira it is 9 months. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it is 9 over 12. So this is the remaining asset that is not disposed. So you get this 562, 500. And then on 1st July, you bought a new machine. So this is 6 months. So 160,000 times 10% times 6 over 12. So you get 8,000. So this will be the total depreciation will be 8,000, 562,500 and 200,000. thousand. Okay, so your total depreciation is, you add all these three, so you get 770,500. So that 770,500 amend, put it here. Depreciation 770,500. Okay, so you add up yang atas ni akan dapat 7,660. Please calculate ya. And then for the accumulated depreciation, you have 4,608,000. Okay. Alamak, kenapa dia nak semua? Okay, so you get that, and then you calculate the carrying value. So the carrying value for the building is 16,588, and for the machine is 30,520,000. Okay, this one, the balance CD minus balance CD of the cost minus balance CD of the accumulated, you get the carrying amount. Balance CD of the cost of the machine minus the balance CD of the accumulated depreciation of the machine, you get the carrying value. So that's it. The question asks for the movement of schedule. So that is the answer. So make sure that you show all the workings. Terus jadi kecil. Okay, so I hope that you understand for this question. Okay, please ask if you need further explanation. Thank you.